Here's a staggering fact. Over the next 25 years, more than $120 trillion in wealth will change hands, passing from one generation to the next. But here's where it gets controversial. Only a fraction of heirs plan to stick with their parents' wealth advisors. According to Cerulli Associates, just 27% of future beneficiaries, think widows and children, intend to keep the advisor their benefactor trusted. For those who've already inherited, that number drops to 20%. But why? You might think heirs are ditching advisors to go solo or embrace digital investing tools. Not exactly. When surveyed, half of heirs said they already had their own advisor, while 28% simply didn't have a relationship with their benefactor's advisor. Only 14% wanted nothing to do with financial advisors altogether, and a mere 10% felt the advisor didn't meet their needs. John McKenna, a research analyst at Cerulli, explains it this way. If parents pass away in their 70s or 80s, their heirs are often in their 40s to 60s, already established wealth management clients with their own trusted advisors. It's less about rejection and more about continuity. And this is the part most people miss. Benefactors themselves are surprisingly indifferent. While 26% hope their heirs will keep their advisor, over half either don't care or leave the decision entirely to their beneficiaries. A small 7% actively discourage it, often because there's no pre-existing relationship. So, is this a failure of advisors or a natural shift in generational preferences? The real issue, according to Scott Smith, Senior Director of Advice Relationships at Cerulli, is communication, or the lack thereof. Many benefactors avoid discussing their estate plans with their families, assuming they'll get around to it. But the numbers tell a different story. 20% of investors with over $5 million plan to keep their heirs in the dark until after they're gone. Even worse, 34% of high net worth heirs report learning about their inheritance posthumously. Smith puts it bluntly. Benefactors think they'll have these conversations, but the next generation says they never happen. This silence creates a catch-22 for advisors. Without early introductions, they can't build relationships with the next generation, making it harder to retain assets or provide seamless transitions. Smith urges advisors to push clients to have these uncomfortable conversations sooner rather than later. It's not just about keeping the assets, he says. It's about ensuring survivors aren't left panicking when the time comes. Here's the thought-provoking question. Is it the advisor's responsibility to force these conversations, or should benefactors take the lead? And if heirs are already established clients elsewhere, is it even worth trying to retain them? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you think advisors are doing enough? Or is this a missed opportunity for everyone involved?